We got the New York Rangers President's Trophy Objective Path, where they're giving away a free President's Trophy pack. I'm sure that's not a scam. I thought, for fun and science, that we would do a episode of Not a Dollars offline content, seeing how fast we can get this objective pack done when, one, we not only dislike the New York Rangers. I don't mind the New York Rangers. I mean, it's just they're whatever. I guess if you're a Canadian, it's like, I love MSG. And I've seen them like 4 times this season, so they're starting to wear on me a little bit. However, I don't have any New York Ranger players, and I've got 14,000 coins to work with here. So if you're like me, let's see how fast we can get it done. Now, you can go ahead and use a headliner collectible and just grab Adam Fox real quick. I already did that, so we're gonna throw him in the lineup. All right, it's October 8th all over again. There we go. Adam Fox is in the lineup. Now, I don't have any other Ranger players. Like, I don't have any other base cards, so I'm pretty screwed. Okay, now on the auction house, things are not looking too great. It looks like 3K is roughly what these are going for. So we're just gonna grab as many as we can here. I only have 15,000 coins, so we're not getting very much. Barclay Goodrow, welcome to the team. Ex-San Jose Shark. Oh my God, we're cutting it real close. Vinny Trocheck, come on down. Let's go with Keandre Miller, sure. And lastly, Blake Wheeler. Actually, Jonathan Quick. Actually, yeah, Blake Wheeler. Let's do it. Okay, we have no coins left. Let's see what we can do with this. All right, so now we've got 3 defensemen and 3 forwards. That'll help with making sure that we get the games played objectives done as fast as possible. Now, in terms of what to tackle, we just need 1 game, and then we get a New York Rangers player pack, so we'll get an extra card. The shots, dekes, pretty simple. The checks at 50, score goals 15. All right, let's crack the 15 goals here, or try to, and see if we can get it done in 1, maybe 2 games. We're going right into squad battles. Okay, I'm excited. 15 goals in 1 game, easy peasy. I also need to hit everything in sight. Oh, almost scored on myself. Excellent. Oh yeah, get going, Fox. I disagree. I mean, I've said it since the launch of the game. Why they decided this year to make the goaltenders play on All-Star regardless of the difficulty you chose is just such an ass-backwards concept to me. Like, it drives me nuts, because I can only imagine, like, a brand new player coming in. You play on rookie because you're bad. Like, let's just say you're a brand new player. Like, you have no idea what you're doing. And you hop into a game, and you take 70 shots on goal by just flicking up once you learn how to do it, and the goaltender's on All-Star. Like, just bonkers. I still think the 50 hits are probably the hardest one. Oh, second line's out there. So now I got to score with my D. Bang! Big Trouba goal. All right, that's 1. Need a big Keandre Miller base card goal. By God, we're going to get 1 now. All right, that's 2. The first line out there, please. Oh my God, somebody hit somebody. That's a penalty, isn't it? All right, 12 more goals. How crazy is it? Like, no disrespect to the players, because, you know, I'm sure that they've got a lot going on. How crazy is it that the Jets essentially just get rid of Blake Wheeler and Pierre-Luc Dubois, and they get better. Like, addition by subtraction. What were they like in the dressing room? My God. I know they were like king of bad vibes, but still, one has to wonder. Oh my God, what a save. Oh, can we get a line change, please? Let's go, big Goodrow goal. Okay, I'm gonna use this, you know, squad battles game as a time to give my squad battles idea that I've talked about a ton, especially on Who Should You Choose. Squad battles, in my opinion, I'm sure that there are some crazy people out there that actually somewhat enjoy this mode. I mean, there has to be, because no one would play it if not. What I think squad battles should be is I tend to believe that the player base skews older. I mean, if there's any proof, I mean, you guys all watch me, and I'm old as shit. You don't watch me for my elite gameplay, right? So, that being said, I also know that if you're older, you tend to love GM modes, much like myself. I think that GM mode in any sports game is kind of the backbone of every sports game. I mean, when we were growing up, that's all we had, man. You spent 40 hours just building up a team. You'd play 1 game, and then you'd be like, that's it. Or you'd sim a season and be like, that's enough. And I think that squad battles, what it should do is emulate franchise mode. So here is my idea. There is a mode in MLB called mini seasons, and there will be pieces of mini seasons that kind of are stolen. But let's say it's like this, okay? I hate the week-long cycle in NHL. It shouldn't be week. We should get rid of the weeks. It's just psychotic to play the amount of games. Rivals too, you know? And a lot of people would be like, if you left the games played to 2 weeks, right? Like Rivals, you had 2 weeks to play 50 games, okay? Or you had 2 weeks to complete your squad battles games, right? Let's just pretend. Come with me on this journey. And let's say they coincide with the 2-week events, right? And if there's a 3-week event, you extend it out to 3 weeks, all of that stuff, right? And what that would allow is to not have to try and play 50 games in a week. You know, this isn't World of Warcraft. There is not enough to do in this game for, you know, to play it 50 times in Rivals in a week and then 36 squad battles games, okay? And now a lot of people would be like, if you made it 2 weeks long, I'd finish it and then I'd be bored of the game. Do other things. I think that trying to make the player base be so hyper FOMO, you've got a week to play all of these games, so you have to play it. Like, I play this game full time, and I can't find the time to do it half the weeks, right? So what that would do is that would make every Rivals game and every Squad Battles game mean more, right? Like, if you have, let's say in Rivals, right, because it's 2 weeks long, and let's say they keep the same stupid reward structure they have, every game would mean more because you'd put more into it, as opposed to, I finish this game immediately on to the next one because I have to play 50, right? So it should be 2 weeks long. Now, let's say there's 36 games, okay? How it should be is you start your season, okay? You start your season, okay? And you can do this as many times as you want in the 2 week span, but you're only getting the main rewards once, okay? You pick the difficulty you want to play that season on, and the rewards skew better for the harder difficulty that you choose, all right? Now, you play, let's say, I'm trying to do the math in my head here while playing this game, but let's say there's 8 teams, including yours, and 4 teams make the playoffs. So if 4 teams made the playoffs, it'd be like a 7-game series, or let's say a best of 5 in the first round, and then a best of 7 in the cup final, okay? You've got, you know, that's potentially 12 right there. So let's say it's another 20-game regular season, okay? It's a 20-game regular season or however many more. It doesn't matter. Whatever the amount is, okay? And what happens is you have to make the playoffs, right? You've got to play CPUs and CPU teams like you normally would on whatever difficulty you're on, right? And then what you do is you get at the beginning of the squad battles run, okay? You have 15 cards that are flipped over. You have no idea what they are. And if you choose, let's say, Superstar, or I haven't really worked this out. I thought about it, all right? Let's say there's one guaranteed purple card, okay? But you don't know where it is, okay? And at the end of mini seasons, or the season, let's call it HUT franchise, okay? You get to pick one of those cards, and you get that card, all right? Like, into your collection. On top of packs, as well as other, you know, guaranteed items and things like that, right? On top of packs and other guaranteed things. Okay, so as you go along, if you get the President's Trophy, you get to flip over a card. If you have the league's leading scorer, flip over a card. If you have the best defenseman, flip over a card. All of that stuff. You have the best goaltender, flip over a card. You win a playoff round, flip over a card, right? And you get to the point where it's like, you know, let's say if you do everything, you actually complete everything, then you get, let's say you can flip over 10 cards, okay, of the 15, all right? And you might find the purple one almost immediately, okay? Almost immediately. Now, as you go through and you do more and more mini seasons, your coach card is actually you, okay? It's actually you, all right? And you get the stats in other things, and you unlock, like, perks, all right? So let's say you win the Stanley Cup 20 times in squad battles. You now get a perk that, let's say it's called Advanced Scouting, okay? And you get to flip over another card at the beginning of every squad battles run, all right, giving you a perk. And maybe you get 2, like you can keep working on unlocking things that would allow you to get that. That'd be sick, man. You could put restrictions on it because it's against the CPU. So let's say at launch, all you could do is use base cards, all right? So that would promote using base cards, things like that. And you could do that all the way through. Now, in terms of rewards, I haven't really thought this out. What am I doing? I haven't really thought this out. But let's say if you choose Superstar and you play through the whole thing and you win the cup, all right? You get, first of all, for making the playoffs, you get 5 premium packs, right? Or whatever, they're garbage, but 5 premium packs. You win the President's Trophy, that's a mega pack, right? You win the cup on Superstar, you get an ultimate pack, right? Like, it doesn't have to be crazy rewards, right? But it just has to be something. And I think, and then you can only earn that once, right? But you can play squad battles multiple times because every time you do it, you could get, you know, purple cards, right? Potentially, because you might pick wrong, right? But I just think that would be such a better way to make it more like franchise mode. And I'm trying to think of other ways to make it more like franchise mode, where it's like, you know, maybe you could trade cards or something. But I just think that that would be, you know, really the best way to do it. It would make it much more, not even exciting, but more engaging. Because I really don't think you can make offline gameplay exciting. I think that the big issue with offline NHL is that even on Superstar, it becomes very easy. It's very difficult to do super minute things like score top left corner goals, right? But when you're talking like, let's say, you know, just win by 5, it becomes very simple because everyone finds the best way to do it, and that's it, right? And then you can do some other crazy objectives, like let's say it runs in events, right? So the squad battle season launch event, right? Let's take this launch event. It was Headliners. It's 2 weeks long, right? Let's say that you start your squad battles run, you get an 82 overall. You can choose whatever headliner MSP you want, right? And as you go through, you unlock enough collectibles if you hit milestones with that card. So let's say in the regular season, you scored 50 goals with that specific card. Here's a power-up collectible or whatever to upgrade that card. You win the cup, there's the card. Like, I just think that there'd be ways to really make that more enjoyable, and it's always been my idea for franchise mode, or for squad battles, to make it more like franchise mode. Get away, like one of the dumbest things I think they do is that it's an offline mode, but the rewards are tied to you playing against other people online. Like, that makes no sense to me. That's completely counterproductive. Like, your rewards are based on how other people do online. Like, just make it make sense, you know? Make it make sense. And not only that, it's random. You could play through, I've done it. You can max out every game that you play in squad battles and not get top 100. And I don't know if there's many other things in life that make you feel more like a piece of shit than playing every game, maxing out squad battles, and then not getting top 100. Like, top tier, you're a piece of shit moment is that. So, you know, but they won't do that or anything close to it, so we'll probably get squad battles win by 5 and some other nonsense. I haven't been working towards any of the objectives I've just been doing during this rant. And now I have my third line out there, which features exactly 0 New York Rangers. I'll be honest with you, since they're probably not going to change squad battles, something that they can do is just fix the reward structure. Like, just get rid of the top 100 rewards, all right? Get rid of them and make Elite 3 slightly better, okay? And if you can max out squad battles, like you max out your points and play every game, you just get those rewards. That's it. That's it. That's all. Make them obviously slightly better than Elite 3, right? Maybe make it the top 50 rewards. And that way, everyone knows that when they put in the time, they get the reward. On top of that, man, I will never understand why EA is just scared to give out guaranteed cards, like on a weekly basis, you know? Like, I feel like they have this, like, algorithm of, like, what value is, but, which is fine at the beginning of the game. Like, an 86 is worth X amount of time and cards, right? But then what they don't, like, take into account is that 3 months into the game, that means jack shit to the player base. So, all right, got the shots done. Nice. Dude, if they don't fix the AI in actually allowing them to get open next year, we're cooked. Like, they just stand there like, oh, like no one moves. It's wild. And I ain't talking Minnesota. Dude, I love this. I literally can't change a line. I literally can't. There we go. Oh my God, dude. Can't put my forward line out there. Bang! What a goal. All right, we got 12 goals with Ranger players. Love that. Love that for us. It's the hits, man. The hits are going to take me a minute, I think. All right, let's see where we're at after one game. All right, we knocked out 2. So we completed the game. We got the shots done. We need 3 more goals and then just games. Oh, yeah, see, make checks. I believe stick checks count as well. And then do deeks with any player. Oh, and we do need games with icon items. Oh, man. All right, that's not ideal. All right, let's see what we pull here. We got the New York Ranger pack. What do we got here? Oh, there we go. We got an icon. Oh, this is just helpful. You know what? Not bad by EA. They made this very simple. Shout out Ben Harper. I actually worked out of my gym in the summer. All right. Well, we're definitely going to be able to get it done now. Also, while I'm doing this, could you imagine, like, one thing that's always annoyed me? I remember back to when they stopped allowing you to put forwards on defense, which I actually totally agree with. If you played HUT back in the day, like NHL, I think would they implement that? 19? If you played NHL 19 and before that, you could put defense defensemen forwards on defense, and you always would, because defensemen at launch of the game, their shots would get hammered to make their overalls come down because all of their defensive stats are so much higher than the forward counterparts, right? So they always just hammer your. They would always just really be at no advantage, right? So they removed that because everyone's decor was just simply forward. All right, perfect. We've got 2 lines now. All right, let's get back after it. Why I bring that up though is it'd be cool to see if they made you, or they had overall drops if you used a player out of position, because I still think it's so silly that we automatically just flip the cards to have to play on their offhand because it's easier in game, which makes me think that like that's a gameplay issue. That why is it so much better to have you on your offhand in the video game, but in real life like it's not? So it would be nice to see maybe to try it out in a certain mode or something. Maybe your overalls drop, like you're playing out of position essentially. You could still do it if you really wanted to. Obviously it would make players that play offhanded, like left-handed players that play right wing, like Ovechkin would come to mind, would be so much more valuable. But I think it'd be kind of interesting, you know, to try it out. Same with defense. Like imagine you couldn't play your defenseman. It would change the entire way that games are played. And maybe it's for the worse, right? But maybe it plays more like traditional hockey, and I just sound like I'm old. This isn't a real hockey video game. You play players on their offhand. In my day, your defense played lefty on left. All right, that's 1. We only need a few more goals. I think we need, what, 2 more? 2 more goals? No, 3 more goals. We need 3 more goals. I swear, this President's Trophy pack better be big money. Who wants to bet I get 382s? All right, that's another one. Kangas Niemi. Dude, that's like the final evolution of Antti Niemi. That can't be a real name. Oh, my God. Bang, what a snipe. All right, score goals with any current player. That's done. Now we just need hits. We're hitting everything. We're the Broad Street Rangers. Or stick checks. I mean, we could just stick check, but no, an actual check works, right? Yeah, let's just dump this in, or not, and just run at him. Come here, Petro. Bang, big hit. The worst part about trying to get hit objectives done in squad battles, they literally rag the puck. Dude, look at the rag. There we go, we're done. All right, I think we've, oh no, we needed a deking. Okay, let's go sit behind the net. All right, watch the deeks. Just let me do my thing. Kangas Niemi. I want to put my first line on. I can't change forward line. It's April. All right, let's go. Sit behind the net. 5 more. 5 more. There we go. And we're done. All right, now it's time to finish the game off. Man, squad battles is actually a pretty good mode. All right, and we're finished. All right, here we go. What's left? 10 games with Rangers icons, with 1 or more Rangers icons. Excellent. 1 more sleepy squad battle game. All right, I'll be back. All right, mercifully, that's finished. All right, here we go. We're finished. All right, we got it done. Now, is it worth it? That's the question. That's the question. Is it worth it? I say it is. EA wouldn't have us doing stuff that we didn't want to do to not get rewarded, as now I have a ton of New York Rangers stuff. Thank God. All right, here we go. Give me something good. Master set player. Why not us? You know? Why not us? Yeah, I'm expecting it. Okay. Starting off slow. All right, nothing wrong with that. Sake.